is my kicker.
You know what? Let's stop pretending. Let's stop pretending that the Constitution matters, that the law applies to everyone, that institutions still function. Let's just admit it. We're not a nation governed by the rule of law. We're governed by vibes and the whims of those in power, because that's the only way to explain it. I mean, you have a Deputy Inspector General of Police, a man entrusted with enforcing the law, who ignores not one, but several court sermons. No consequences. He just doesn't show up. And why should he? I mean, apparently, court orders are optional now. It's like choosing between tea or coffee. Nice if you can afford it, totally fine if you can skip it. And then there are senior members of the executive, some of whom are even scholars of law, making public pronouncements that exist in some alternate legal universe, where facts are flexible and accountability is for the weak. These are the same people who remind us often to respect the rule of law. Of course, that only applies to you, not to them. Meanwhile, in the streets, police continue to meet protests with bullets. Not restraint, not dialogue, not procedure, bullets. Because apparently it's easier to kill a citizen than to arrest them, present them in court, and let due process take its course. Who has time for that anyway? And the real kicker? When someone's loved one is abducted or disappears, they, the grieving, the scared, the desperate, are told to follow due process. They're told to file reports, habeas corpus applications in court, and they're even told to be patient. Wait. Wait for what? Justice? That seems to be on annual leave in this country. Now, in an even more impressive display of state gymnastics, we have lawmakers proposing amendments to the law to make protests even harder to hold. Because, of course, it's the protesters who are the problem, not the police who shoot at them, not the state that ignores their demands. No, the real threat in this country is the citizen exercising a constitutional right. So let's shift the burden, shall we? Let's not hold to account the security agencies, to whom taxpayers pay billions to keep us safe, even during protests. No, let's put that responsibility on the protesters instead. Blame the people for being shot at. Criminalize anger. Regulate outrage. This in the same country where authorities regularly claim the power to ban protests, even though the law gives them no such authority. None. Protesters are only required to inform the police, not to seek their permission. But who cares about the law, really? So maybe it's time we stop pretending. Maybe we just declare it officially. The rule of law has been suspended until further notice. You know, like in The Purge? I don't know if you've watched that lovely little dystopian film where for 12 hours, all laws are suspended and people are free to do whatever they want. No arrests, no accountability, no consequences. Sounds familiar? Perhaps we could even adopt it as a national policy. Every year, let's pick a few days where everyone is free to settle scores. You wronged me, I shoot you. You stole from the public, loot back. Don't worry about the courts or the Constitution. We've already shown we don't take them seriously anyway. Because what is the Constitution really, if not a beautifully bound book we like to quote, but never follow? A document we only reference when it suits us. Just throw it all away. Every principle, every safeguard, every institution, each man and his armed convoy for himself. Either that, or we could get serious, and we could stop playing these dangerous games with our institutions. We could hold everyone to account, from the junior constable to the senior-most political official. We could demand that if justice applies to one, it applies to all, equally, without exception. But you see, that would take courage. And right now,